Surprise! Happy Saturday morning. And
You have to try this again. This is real life. The microphone lever wasn't down. Surprise! Happy Saturday morning, October 8th. Welcome to a hodgepodge show. I just wanted to come on camera and talk to you. I was almost going to do an audio this morning, and I said, sometimes I just like to change things up. Back in a minute. You could see I'm still kind of half asleep. Back in a minute. Hello. Hi, I'm Jan from New York City, and I love to help people keep some of their hard earned money. No, no, no. This is an on camera show. I was ready to slam down the record button and give you an audio show this morning, Saturday, October 8th. I keep emphasizing this because I'm doing this in pretty much real time, looking at my cable clock, and it says it is exactly 6:33 a.m. Eastern. How's everybody doing today? My real life cup of Joe. Piping hot. I said, today I'm going to do a little bit of a mismatched hodgepodge. First of all, I want to thank all of you viewers and listeners and commenters. Thank you. Here's a recipe that I received from Chris recently. I get a lot of great ideas from you guys. I want to say I really appreciate it. Now, the other day I mentioned about if someone has a recipe out there for pumpkin spice, and Chris was so kind to show the recipe. So here you go. Obviously, you can scale it to make it larger as you need it, but this is a small amount. So if you'd like to know, I'm not going to have graphics. I just got up a little while ago. This is my real life video. Okay. All right. So Chris indicated that you would need 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, 1/4 teaspoon of ground ginger, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of cloves. So that means you can achieve pumpkin spice anytime you want. Many people keep every single ingredient here, and that's why I really, really do appreciate it. Thank you for taking that time. I appreciate that, Chris. So I want to go over a couple of things while I have your ears and eyes. On this day, October 8th, this afternoon at 1:30 p.m. Eastern, I will be on the Steve Young 74 channel, and we will be having a random chat, but not quite random. We narrow it down to, well, you'll see it at 1:30. And actually, hopefully, Steve may be coming to my channel tomorrow afternoon, October 9th, Sunday, at the afternoon chat. I'll probably upload it at some point near 2 o'clock. The other day, I'm very casual on this show, this particular show. I'm not giving you bullet points or anything like I normally do. And maybe for some people, you're not used to it. But I just want to say that I couldn't believe this the other day. A viewer was so observant because I had said that I was going to list the show. I might have said at 1 o'clock or whatever. And I took a last minute decision and uploaded it a little sooner, maybe about a half hour. But thank you, viewer and listener, for being that observant. I feel this way when it comes to uploads. It's always okay to upload a show a little bit earlier. To me, in my practice of doing things, it is not okay to let the viewer think that something's coming up at 2 and it doesn't come up and there's no notice, nothing, not even on a community thing. So that's where, to me, that's where it gets a little bit problematic, you know? So there were a couple of really feel-good videos that I had posted from other channels this week. And I just want to take a minute to mention it again. Recently, Emmy from the Frugal Money Savers. She had uploaded a video, couple of videos back. It was in the recent past. I don't remember the exact name, but I did list it in the community tab the other day. And it's about contentment and finding contentment in your own surroundings. And this is a subject that I don't think many people cover. And I want to thank you for that, Emmy, because sometimes we look for perfection in things, and if we don't get that perfection, it kind of sort of feels like, well, like you're not living up to some crazy standard, and then the person walks away feeling badly about things. And you didn't. You pointed out all the wonders of being appreciative in your situation, and taking that minute and stepping back and being content. And it is true, because if you're not content where you spend most of your time, that could be a problem. So if you haven't seen that video, strongly suggest. Now, I didn't get a chance to comment on this, but last night, because like I said, this is real time, Saturday, October 8th. How many times did I say that just now? But on Friday night, October 7th, about, I don't know, 9, 10 o'clock, the At Home with Lynn Wilson Everyday Living channel, she uploaded a very powerful video, in my honest opinion. I mean, all the videos are great. But this most recent one, the video opens where you see like the way things are, in her home at the moment because of other circumstances. I'm not going to give it away, but let's just say that Lynn is such a humble person and realistic person. I love real people. I really do. I love people who tell it like it is, but they're also kind at the same time. Not tell it like it is and brash and rude. That's not for me. But a person can still tell it like it is and still be kind and courteous. To me, that's a perfect blend. But that's my opinion, just one person's opinion. But in this video, it is so realistic of Lynn Wilson to show, putting it quite, bluntly, it was, things were disorganized. And she was like, this is my real life right now. It's not her forever thing. You have to see it. I cannot even describe it. Then, of course, yesterday I put up a short video of a mini stockpile haul. Now, some people may be a little bit confused about the video. Some people thinking, well, you can't long-term stockpile mozzarella cheese. No. I should have made it a little clearer that some of the video was for my refrigerator for the current moment of now. And then the rest of those items were for long-term stockpiling. And by the way, when it comes to those Hormel complete meals, I want to mention to you that they actually can last something like 18 months shelf stable. That's pretty darn good. And the price is right, which makes it even better. All right, so that's a few of the updates. So head on over to Steve's channel. I'll be on 1:30. Now, I'm not done yet. I decided to, about, I don't know, maybe a year or two back. This is a wonderful book. Super Easy Soups. I received it as a gift from Patty with the Life with Patty channel. Oh my gosh, such a sweet person. Hey, Patty, if you're watching this, thank you so much. I want to read off, if you're interested. If you're not interested, have a wonderful day. But I want to read the recipe for, I don't know if the camera's picking up the title, Healthier. It's a healthier version of chicken noodle soup. So healthier version of chicken noodle soup. Maybe you want to give a listen. Let me get my teacher glasses. Hey, wait a minute. You know what I really need? I seriously, really, really need to take another sip of coffee. So hang on. Okay, now there's something else I want to do in the interim while I'm getting everything ready to read. I'm going to play that. I'm going to play this video. Don't leave. I'm still here. I'm just sipping coffee. Be right back. love that outro. It's happy. All right. And every time I see that lady counting the money, I'm imagining me when I would be counting those dollar a days of $5. Who remembers that? Who goes back with me that long in time? So today's video is just so much, more casual, no bullet points like normally. It's just a Saturday morning video. Thanks for sticking around for those who are interested. And yes, it's called Healthier Chicken Noodle Soup. Here's the picture. Okay. And here's what you're going to need. By the way, just to mention, it serves 6 people. The total time is 1 hour and 5 minutes. There is something innately comforting about chicken soup. Now we're entering the make your own homemade chicken soup era of the year. One of my personal favorites. So it serves 6. The total time is 1 hour and 5 minutes. Going to need 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. It says divided. Next, 1 pound of boneless, skinless chicken breasts. I think they mean divided for the chicken breast. 1 pound of boneless, skinless chicken breasts. Hello, need more coffee. Kosher salt. Now, when it says kosher salt, and if you don't have kosher salt, I wouldn't sweat it out. I would just use regular salt. But that's me. Next, freshly ground black pepper. 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. I'm slowing up my speech so you can write this down. Next, 4 cups of low sodium chicken broth. They do sell, if I'm not mistaken, a low sodium chicken powder, a low sodium bouillon cube. I think. I'm almost positive. And you know what I do in that case? I like to use, what is that called? It's from Goya, that yellow one that I had mentioned. Adobo. Adobo makes a great broth with water. I'm not even kidding you. Chicken adobo, ground chicken adobo, in case you run out. 1 large onion, chopped. 3 large carrots, peeled and chopped. 3 stalks of celery, chopped. 2 cloves of garlic, minced. 4 cups of water. It mentions 1 bay leaf. The problem with bay leaf is you got to remember to take it out because bay leaves are not edible. So if you don't want to put the bay leaf, Janet gives you permission. Then it says small bunch of thyme. No, I don't mean 5 minutes or 2 minutes. THYME. 1 12-ounce package of gluten-free noodles. That's a twist. 1 bunch of Tuscan kale, stemmed and shredded. The juice of 1 lemon. Crushed red pepper flakes. All right, so in a large pot over medium-high heat, you're going to heat up the 1 tablespoon of the oil, season the chicken all over with salt, pepper, and oregano. Add it to the pot. Cook until golden and cook through about 8 minutes per side. Next, you're going to remove from pot and let rest 10 minutes before chopping into small cubes. Next, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of chicken broth to skillet, and it should bubble immediately. Then use a wooden spoon to scrape up the golden bits. Yum. Let cook until most fluid has reduced down. Then add remaining tablespoon oil. Oh, excuse me. That's what they meant by divided of the 2 tablespoons of the oil. Remember in the beginning I was questioning that? They really did mean that, divided. Okay. Then you're going to add the onion, carrots, and celery. Season with salt and pepper. Cook until beginning to soften, about 5 minutes. Stir in the garlic and cook until fragrant, 1 minute. This is where people make a lot of mistake when they're working with fresh garlic. You got to stand there and you got to watch. You cannot make a phone call. You cannot do your nails. When you're cooking garlic, you got to watch it because just burning it ruins the whole thing that you just did. So, literally 1 minute, literally like even 1 minute or even a little less. Once you start to smell it, out it goes. Pour over remaining broth and water. Add the bay leaf and the thyme to a steady simmer and let simmer for 15 minutes. Season with salt and pepper. And next, you're going to increase the heat, bring mixture to a boil, then add the noodles. You're going to cook until the noodles are tender, about 7 minutes. You're going to discard the thyme, the stems, the bay leaf, stir in the kale, lemon juice, chopped chicken. Season with salt and crushed red pepper flakes, and then you will achieve this. Yum. Thank you, Lynn. Why am I saying Lynn? Lynn, of course, thank you. But thank you, Patty. I'm saying that because it's super early. Let me get this out. Here's what happened today. I had no intention, zero, of coming on camera today. But I saw my my book on the side in the corner. I said, I really need to spread this recipe today. So I decided to do it on camera and also say hello to you, do something a little differently. The other thing is today is Saturday, and I just want to throw an extra thought here, okay? I know the video's longer than you're used to, and if you're here this long, if you found any value in this video, thank you for smashing down the like button. Kind of should have said it before, but that's okay. I want to talk to you a minute. This is going to sound a little bit preachy, but this is about what I'm going to call the ripple effect. There was an old classic TV show. As you know, I love the old classics. And it took place in a place called Mayberry, and it involved a father and a son. And they had gone to the, local pond or whatever you want to call it, to creek or whatever, to go fishing. But before that, the little boy was throwing rocks into this pond or creek. And when he was throwing them, every time he threw them in, the little rock, the pebble, whatever he threw in, created a circular ripple effect. That one little action of taking that rock or pebble, throwing it in, created a ripple effect of waves, little waves, and little waves, and little waves. This is the way it is in life. A person can take, for example, their bad mood out or their good mindset out, as if the rock, throwing it into the imaginary pond or lake or creek of life, and make a difference in that person's day. Sometimes people have other things on their mind and they're holding it in, and then for some reason they verbally say something that's not the greatest, or conversely, a person says something very kind that has this continuous rippling effect. What choices do we make? Sometimes we make choices without thinking. Sometimes we say things in places or in ways that are just simply not necessary. Then that person said their piece. However, the other person, the recipient of the comment, it has a ripple effect. Now, that could be, like I said, negative or positive. This is my strong opinion and strong suggestion. And I even have to take my own advice. I'm not just saying this, oh, you, not me. All of us. Always know I'm always including myself, okay? It's not just a, no. Always inclusive of even me, okay? I do think that every human being should take a minute, switch on the edit button. We do have a filter in our brain. We could think for a minute before we speak certain things. Think for a minute before one writes things down. Think for a minute before somebody blurts something out. Think, how would you feel if you heard certain things, whether it's a good thing, which hopefully is a great thing, or not so good thing? And that's it. It's just a ripple effect. Anyway, I need another sip. Well, anyway, I want to wish everyone an amazing, happy weekend. And by the way, on that video clip where it says stay challenged, now some people might say, what does that mean? Stay challenged, in my conveyance of the message, meant or means keep trying. Don't give up. If you're doing the dollar a day, keep going. And the dollar a day is symbolic of not just an actual physical dollar, but keep trying to figure out ways, make a game of it. How can you keep your money in one area? How can you save some money at the grocery store? Well, anyway, it's been really fun popping in unexpectedly to you on camera on a Saturday morning. What date did I say it is? Saturday, October 8th. And if you're listening in March of 2023, for example, these messages will still ring true. Hope you enjoy that chicken soup recipe. Thanks, everybody, for being here. I'm going to close with this. Have a good day.